Oh, this is Rick Mahorn, the bad boy, giving a shout out to my man Drew, Detroit Drew. Make sure you tune in on his YouTube channel, Detroit Drew. Bad boy.
Peeps, time this comes out, preseason game number 2 for the Detroit Pistons will be in the books. Right now, there's currently about 5 minutes left. I really don't care about outcomes in preseason because it doesn't really matter. I've seen everything I needed to see from the Detroit Pistons, so I'm going to go ahead and break it down. First and foremost, Blake, 100% healthy. He played pretty well today. He shot the 3-ball really well. There was a couple times, he drove to the lane. I think he second-guessed himself. I don't know if his confidence level and his legs back there yet. He had that one, he went up for the dunk, and he wasn't athletic enough or didn't have enough bounce there. But rather than that, he's 100% healthy. He's doing a great job playmaking, scoring still there. Him and Killian feed really well off each other. They're setting off each other really, really nice. There was one play early in the first quarter. Blake had it, and Killian ran behind him into the corner, and Blake found him for the open 3. So they have good chemistry, and it's going to get better there. Speaking of Killian Hayes, he played pretty well today. I see a lot of people hating on him. Offensively, I think he's trying to force a lot of shots, but he's confident in himself. He's doing a lot of step-back threes. I wish he would just, create that space, set up a little bit, and not rush it. But defensively, he did a phenomenal job. He has quick hands. He forced a lot of turnovers as a group. Defensively, we did. We forced a lot of turnovers and scored a lot of points off of turnovers. And I think that's going to be a big part in how well we play this year. And that's why we signed guys like Grant and Josh Jackson. Our team defense in turning over the ball. Knicks turning over a lot. Our interior defense is a little whack. When our guards do get beat, we don't have a rim protector down there still. I think that's going to be the next step, and maybe something we look to acquire come trade deadline. Or maybe if Stewart steps up and the Pistons are confident in him, we'll have that. Plumlee didn't play a whole lot. He played a little bit tonight, and he did a decent job of finding open teammates. I think that's going to be his calling card, is being a good passing big. We don't really need him to score. He's setting screens out there. When he gets the ball, it's either going to be a layup or a dunk, or he's going to pass it to a perimeter guy. Grant played well for the most part, better than game number 1, I should say. He was being more active and not settling for jumpers. Still think he's trying to do too much. He just needs to be who he is. But the highlight of the night was Sekou Doumbouya. We talked about him above the rim. A lot of you guys were mad he didn't get a whole lot of minutes. This time he capitalized on it. Pistons are not going to run plays for Sekou. So what does he do? He took it into his own hands. The Knicks were sleeping on him, man. There was like 12 times, at least it felt like 12 times. He did a backdoor cut and got an easy dunk or a layup. And that's really what he needs to do. Because I don't think Dwayne Casey can run plays for him. Derek and Killian really aren't going to initiate the offense that way and try to get Sekou involved. Sekou's got to do what he did tonight and keep cutting and getting open lanes and finding, or I should say, making himself available for the guy with the ball in his hands, because he had over 15 points, and I don't know how much he's going to score right now, but right now he has about 15, and those were all from himself. Plus, he did a good job in the pick and pop. He shot one at the top of the perimeter. That was a pretty deep one. High arc, nothing but net. He came in here. He looked focused. He played terrific defense. Good job contesting shots. Good job getting the pass lanes. Good job stripping the ball. He played fantastic tonight. Hopefully in preseason game number 3, he gets a little bit more minutes of playing time. And I feel like Casey rewarded him for that today, because now he's closing the game out. So, good play, good defense, you're going to get rewarded with minutes. Sometimes a player has to do that to wake the coaching staff up. Like, hey, you leave me out here, this is what I can do. So, hats off to Sekou, man. He's getting my game ball today because he really stepped up and he really showed that, hey, I can do this. Trust me, give me the minutes. So, hopefully it's rewarded. And I do think that the Pistons are going to be starting Jahlil Okafor to start the year. I think he just did a terrific job today. Terrific job. Good job setting screens, making himself available, bullying Noel. He did a good job. I seen it coming. Second quarter when they ran him out there with the second unit. They kept him out there when they brought the starting 5 back. Just had Plumlee come back out, and then the second quarter or the second half, he was out there with the starters for a long period of time too. So I think he fits better with the starting 5. But I like our bench unit. Our bench unit came in today, and they really helped in the first half take over the game and keep the pedal to the metal and really hammered it out. Derrick Rose played phenomenal today. He looked like Derrick Rose. He shot a lot of threes today and made a few of them. So if he can do that at a consistent rate, Derrick Rose is going to be pretty much unguardable again. So all in all, I've seen a pretty good game from the Detroit Pistons. Again, don't know if they're going to win or lose, but everyone pretty much played well today. There's not too many negatives to take away. We did a good job just not standing around, making our off-ball players more available with cuts and stuff. And you can tell we had a little bit more free throws. We were just staying active and focused. And defensively, we were locked in and trying to force turnovers. We just have to do a better job of boxing out and getting rebounds. That's something that I'm noticing is starting to become a little bit of a problem. Again, it's only preseason, so I'll be a little bit more critical on that come regular season. But right now, it is kind of a problem. You know, we don't have an Andre Drummond here anymore who's going to get you 20 rebounds a game. You have to do it as a team. And you got three centers and Plumlee, Okafor, and Stewart who should all do pretty good jobs of getting the rebounds. But when you have a guard like Killian Hayes, who was doing a good job grabbing rebounds, every man has to box out. Because there's a couple times tonight Robinson got an offensive rebound and was able to put it back up. You have to put a body on these guys. You're not going to get every single defensive rebound, but you at least have to put a committed effort into it. And, you know, there's a lot of times there's just three guys standing there hoping the ball comes to them. And sometimes it does. But you have to be active there, and you have to want the rebound. Rebound's really much a heart attribute. Like if you don't have heart, if you don't want the ball, 9 times out of 10 you're not going to get it. That's why having a rebounder is so important, because a rebound is possession. So it's something that the Pistons are going to have to do together as a team. Not one guy on this team is going to lead the league in rebounds this year. You have to box out and rebound as a team, because if you keep losing the rebound battle, you're not going to fare so well against some of these Eastern Conference teams that, you know, if you're really considering making a playoff push, you have to box out and you have to get rebounds. But I think we did a pretty good job tonight. We limited the turnovers to as few as possible. And, you know, it's going to get better with chemistry. We have so many new guys and so many new faces here that they don't know what each other wants to do yet. You've seen that a couple times tonight, especially with Derrick Rose and Okafor and transition. Rose wanted him to go one way, Okafor went the other. So all that stuff's going to come in time. You just need to build team chemistry. So right around the midpoint of the season is when everything starts to click. So we're probably going to have a little bit of an up and down year in terms of building chemistry, because we got, like I said, we have so many new people. But all in all, it was a great game from the Pistons. I'm looking forward to it. We play the Wizards next. That should be a good, fun test, especially since Roy, he went off today. I think he had like 18 or 20 today. So Pistons, man, so far so good. I'm liking what I'm seeing from the young guys. I just wish Grant and Plumlee would play a little bit better. But again, only game number 2 of the preseason. I'm sure they're tired of playing in the bubble. It was a weird offseason. You know, like everyone else on the Pistons, pretty much except for those two, haven't played basketball in 9 months. Those guys didn't have a whole lot of off-season time. So it's a weird mix and match. I'm sure it'll all work out. Let's just not panic or get too hyped yet. So, but let me know what you guys think about it down below in the comment sections. What you guys thought about the Pistons. What did you like tonight? What did you not like tonight? I'll read all of them and talk back to you there. Pistons Talk should be live. I know J-Mo was live earlier. So go over to Pistons Talk channel, check out what he's got going on tonight. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And that's the bottom line, because Detroit Drew said so. Have a good night. Stay safe. Peace.